I'm back with another ranking locations on how livable they are, starting with Misty Meadows. So this reminds me of Hazy Hillside from Chapter 5, Season 1. Well, Hazy Hillside reminds me of this. But this is a beautiful town to live in. I'm not going to lie. This is actually a really good place to live in. You got many houses. You got a few stores. You got the potential for cars because the roads. And there's bedrooms. I think that has to go. In 10 out of 10 would live there. Okay, next up we have Lazy Lake. So let's see. This place is kind of like Tilted, but the Chapter 2 version. Because it's kind of like a big city. Well, not really a big city, but like a city with multiple huge buildings, apartments. And you've got a nice lake on the side of it to fish on. So that's a good food supply. You've got this pool over here. And it's got quite a few houses, quite a few apartments, a lot of places for people to live in. There's a truck there, maybe for supplies. That could also be quite good. Well, not really quite, but insanely good. We've got boats, we've got fishing areas. There's this place. I think to the left of this place as well is another lake, which actually is a part of Lazy Lake. I just kind of forgot to include it, because I didn't know at the time. Yeah, this place is quite big. There's a lot of cars that you could drive around here. One of my favourite locations ever. So I think that has to go into 10 out of 10 would live in. Next up, retail. Okay, so this place is quite good. You've got loads of stores. You've got the big shops, the huge fish, which you can dance with. You've got a couple trucks. And I think I'm right, I saw a bus over there. And over here, there's quite a bit of houses. Quite a bit of stuff to live in. And obviously you got the stores, food supplies, water supplies. So yeah, that's also good. Quite a cleansy place. You can also buy a minigun. I didn't know you could buy miniguns from the vending machines this season, but apparently you can. There's a library here. Get that knowledge up. There's a bus, which you can go in. So school bus, maybe just a regular bus. You got a tacos restaurant over here. You got a couple houses, not too crazy. You got, as I just said, a bus. I don't think this is a school bus. I think this is a regular bus, though. And it's overall a pretty neat place. Yeah. So if you haven't heard, in the new update, there's the grotto. Yeah. I've already made a video about the new update. That was actually the last video I made. But this place is awesome. Along with this update, they added choppers back. All the choppers in the boss locations. This place is cool. I love the neon lights. Don't think you'll be able to live here. I don't think there's any beds. But there's food. Because it's kind of like a restaurant thingy now. I honestly like this upgrade to the old grotto. Because if I did this back in Chapter 2, Season 2, the grotto wouldn't actually be that high on the list. Because it's just kind of a big cave with a lot of henchmen running around. This, though, is a restaurant. And I like this. It's got them cool neon lights. They're not that bright that you'll get blinded by them, but yeah. You've got henchmen protecting you, as long as you got a disguise. Oh, you got M&M. That's some good form of entertainment. Overall, pretty cool place. I don't think I'll last that long, probably for a day. Okay, Dirty Docks. Now, this isn't the cleansiest of places, not the cleanest, but a lot of storage. Could be good for zombie apocalypse. Chapter 2, Season 8. But yeah, a lot of storage. I mean, just by the name, it's not very good. Dirty Docks. And as you can see on the roads, it's very dirty. What if I'm taking a swim in that water over there and that crane just drops that container on my head. I'll be dead. Why is there a sunbed there anyway? How would someone gone up there? Yeah, overall this place is it's dirty. I wouldn't want to live here, probably for a day, or just no. The yacht, oh hell yeah. The yacht is somewhere that everybody would want to live. The entire place just beautiful. All the lights, the Midas statue. And look at that bed. Okay. That's a definite 10 out of 10 would live here. Like, not even a question. Steamy stacks. Okay. This is actually quite good. I'm not going to lie. Because if you want to get to the store nearby, you can go into the huge, thingies, the steamy stack thingies, I don't know what they're called, but the things that make you glide up, this right here, and you can just go to retail, and there's rifts by retail. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure they were there in the original chapter as well. But yeah, okay. Frenzy Farm. I don't know why, but I keep calling this Frenzy Fields, but it's Frenzy Farm. I mean, back in the day, a while ago, people would just usually work in farms. So if they could do it, I think modern humans could do it. I mean, that's what my history teacher told me. Got a couple laundry machines. We got a couple houses. Livable houses. And we got huge food supply. Like a huge food supply. And you got a river right there. Good water supply as well for the crops. And for you. Overall, I think this place is actually really good. It's quite a big farm as well, as you can see. It's huge. And there's another farm next to it. I think that's probably for a year. Don't want to be working. Okay. What's this place called again? I already forgot. Craggy Cliffs. Now, there's loads of houses, loads of stores. That's a good sign. And we got fish sticks. I don't know, but I'm not really too much of a fish eater. But I still like fish. I know people in Great Britain would like fish. There's also slurp barrels in the back to maybe serve slurp juice. That's a really good. 10 out of 10 would live there. Pleasant Park. Oh, nah, this place. I already know where this is going. Already. I mean, loads of houses. Maybe a lack of stores, but you do have a little gas station. I think that could have some stuff you can buy. But there's also a huge park in the middle of it. I mean, that's kind of the entire point. Which is really good. And you got these houses for a family of 4 or 3. This one right here is for a family of 5 or something. That's a 10 out of 10 would live here. Next up, Salty Springs. I used to love this place. Like, absolutely adore this place. But now I kind of don't care at all. But it's a nice place. Reminds me of retail just without the stores. It's like PP and retail combined. PP is Pleasant Park, by the way. Because it's got that gas station, but it's got more houses like there was in retail. But the problem is still lack of stores. But it would be good for cars. But the houses are quite good. That would definitely fit a family of 3 or 4. Without a doubt. Yeah, this place is actually quite good. It's just a nice little town. Well, village. Neighborhood, whatever you want to call it. This is actually really good. Terrain, a little weird with all the weird step thingies in that middle. But overall, I think this is a 10 out of 10 would live it. Not gonna lie, 10 out of 10 would live it. Yeah. Just the lack of stores. The lack of stores is what really sets it down a bit. But I think just barely 10 out of 10 would live there. Just barely. Like, just barely. Yeah, wait. Yeah. It's a difficult one, but I think, 10 out of 10 would live there. Actually, for a year. Because I just realised you can't live without food. Oh, Sweaty Sands. Now, this place, it's going to be good. But, don't know if it'll be 10 out of 10 because the heat of it all. See, in Europe, there's not a lot of places with heat. You have to go more south. But I live in all the way of the east. So, like, near Russia. I mean, it would kind of be a dream for me. Get a nice tan. And the buildings are great. But that heat... and there's not really too many stores. Actually, I don't think there are any stores. So you can't really get water anywhere except for getting it from the pool or the ocean. Or the sea, should I say. I mean, it is quite pure looking water, but that's when it falls you. Yeah, I don't really see any stores. Maybe one. That's it. Okay, I think that's probably for a year. Yeah, I think that's going to be for a year. Okay, next up, Holly Hedges. By the way, I did put Sweaty Sands for a year. You'll see at the end of the video the entire rank. But yeah, Holly Hedges is kind of like Salty Springs, except with a lot of bushes. Well, hedges. But that's like the main characteristic of Holly Hedges. So you can't really blame that on Holly Hedges. It's kind of in the name. Oh shit, that was a good transition. But yeah. Overall, I mean, it's quite a big place, a couple houses. I think that's a gardening store. Don't know if there's any stores, though. Don't see any. But yeah, that's quite good. Holly Hedges, I think that's a 10 out of 10 would live there. Yeah. Just a bit of a lack of stores, but I think that would be quite good. Okay. Weeping Woods. Now, I've been to a camp before. Usually you don't stay there for a while. But yeah. You got caravans over here. You got a little play set for the toddlers to play with. I think that's quite good. Caravans, I don't know where the rest of them are gone. Also, this entire building's been like blown up. Not very good. Yeah, Weeping Woods, I think Weeping Woods quite good. I'd say probably for a week though, because it's more of a camping place and you're not going to stay in a camping place. Slurpy Swamp. Now, I don't know. The slurp heals you, so. But there's no beds, no toilets. I mean, I don't think there's any toilets. The thing is, can slurp cure your tiredness or your urge to piss? I don't know. It is like a factory, so I feel like you'll just be, oh, there's a porta potty, okay. The piss is gone. We don't need that. Okay, just the sleep. We need that. We need to not be tired. We might just end up being a slave here, to be honest. I mean, there's a factory. I don't see anywhere that would have a bed. Maybe we can steal a sleeping bag from Weeping Woods, and then we can put it here. But other than that, I don't think it's going to be quite good. Well, it's not going to be good at all, actually. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, it's a nice looking place, but overall, it's just not very livable. because that's kind of the entire point of the video. But yeah, my God, this is actually taking so long. Okay, yeah, overall, I mean, I don't think you would want to live here. But the slurp is kind of the only useful thing. And the porta potties. So, I think that's going to be probably for one day. I don't see any sleeping bags, no beds. That's probably going to be for one day. Next up, the rig. Now, this is very much a danger hazard. You can just, like, little Timmy can just trip over one of them, fall in, dead. The entire concept of this is that with a nice happy family, a toddler, a wife, and the husband. Only if I could be like that in real life. But no. It's Fortnite, where everyone shoots each other and kills each other. What a wonderful world. Yeah, many safety hazards, and I don't think and the oil spills. Oh my God, the oil spills. But at least I get to live with TNT now. I mean, that's a plus. But yeah, overall, big danger hazard. Don't want little Timmy falling into that water. And I don't want my wife to get stuck in all that oil stuff. Okay, finally, we have the dog pound. This place is quite sick. I mean, the agency was cool, but I feel like this upgraded the agency. Because this looks... The agency just kind of felt boring. The grey walls and then just a bit of gold railing. That was kind of the only bit of colour. But this is completely changed in that department, which I love. I don't know if there's any beds here, though. I know there's toilets, I think. Yeah, there is. But I don't think there's any beds. I mean, why would there be beds in a department area? Well, we've got the main room from the trailer. Quite sick. We got Snoop Dogg's chair over there. Oh, we got the studio. We can listen to Snoop Dogg's beats. I mean, it's a cool looking place, but not very livable. I think I would only last like one day until I'm either hungry, thirsty, or I need to sleep. And the henchman would probably be shooting at me. And depending on Snoop Dogg's beats, if they're good or not, don't want it to be like KSI. Don't want it to be a bomb. So I think that will have to probably be a day. Or just, no. I think a day. Yeah, I think a day. Okay. See you guys soon when the I Spy